F125 has been revealed and it is looking promising, but in this press release, which we're going to go over, there is two things they have not addressed, and they absolutely need to if I'm actually going to pick up this game from day one, which I probably won't. So, a new chapter awaits, takes center stage in F125, an epic Formula 1 blockbuster, and we'll see about that. So, this came out yesterday, and I was working, so couldn't really record then, so here we are. But it does give me a chance to read over this press release, and there are some interesting little tidbits in here. But there is two glaring problems, as I mentioned beforehand, and we're going to get those two things out of the way first. There is no mention of the handling whatsoever here, and there is no mention of have they fixed the AI. Now, this game could be the best thing in the world, but if those two things have not been sorted out, I am not touching this game because yes, from what it seems like, they've completely overhauled the My Team, My Team mode, which is great. I'm happy, I'm happy we're finally getting get that since it hasn't really been touched since F1 2020. Yes, I had a little bit of tweaks in F1 2021, but apart from that, that is it. But if the handling and the AI, which are probably the two core game mechanics in this game, if you're a solo player, if they're not good, then I can't see myself playing this game because they're two core game mechanics. So they are going to do deep dives. The handling and the AI has to be one of the first, if not the first thing that they talk about, because that is the one thing that a majority of the player base did not like last year. I don't mind the handling, but it has a detrimental effect on the AI for me personally. So, and the AI on F124 were just awful. So those need to be addressed straight away in order for me to just even have this whiff of picking this game up on day one. But from at this point in time, I am not picking this game up day one. Anyway, without stop me complaining, let's try and get maybe a little bit excited, but also very cautious, of course, because F1 games are on the decline, really, if we're being honest. So, F1, so a new chapter of Formula 1 begins at F1 25, an official game of the 2025 FIA Formula 1 Championship, coming to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC on May 30th. So, May 30th release date, it's kind of similar to what we got last year, but the big thing, and I'm so happy they've done this, and I'm sure a lot of people are, because the old generation of console have been hampering these games for the last couple of years. No mention of them coming to PS4 or Xbox One, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X and S. So finally, they can actually take full advantage of those current generation of console. Thank you. It should have happened last year, and maybe even F123. That is what should have happened, but it better late than never. But yeah, so I'm sorry to all those people who don't have a current gen console as of yet. I am sorry for you lot, but I can't help but have a little bit of a smile on my face the fact that they are finally doing this. So hopefully this game might look different to it has been for like the last 5 years. So take the spotlight of the latest installment of a fan favorite story mode, Breaking Point. I mean, that was basically confirmed like before the game came out, well, before it got revealed, because it's always been a 1 year. It's in 1 year off, 1 year off. So yeah, great Breaking Point. Like it is fine. I personally, similar to the F1 movie that's coming out later this year, I just feel it's kind of generic. I'm gonna be honest. Like the story, I do find it a generic story, and it is really really easy. But they are going to be putting multiple difficulty settings. So yeah, with Connor Sport now battling for championships, so that's going to be interesting. A dramatic event throws the team into chaos because Connor Sport can't have 1 year of them being fucking normal because they're the they're the team that is followed for the past um 4 seasons technically now. So of course something has to happen. Whether it, I'm probably gonna say just like Jackson and Mayer, they're fighting for the championship, and they just keep on crashing into each other with something like that. That's gonna happen at some point. Let's be honest. Um, so very important now comes multiple difficulties catering for returning vets and rookies making their F1 debuts, which is fine because that game mode is it is easy. I'm hoping there's like multiple. I'm hoping there's like different cutscenes with like multiple endings, or it's like if you don't complete like one of those objectives that you got to do, you get like a different cutscene or something rather than just like different. I swear you just get like different emails and some different press questions. So yeah, if they've done like different cutscenes, that'd be nice to see. The on-track exciting ramps up with the upcoming F1 movie of the Apple Films original launching worldwide in cinemas this June. For more of our pictures, those who pre-order the F1 25 Iconic Edition. Speaking of the Iconic Edition, can we go back? Can we go back to having the more expensive edition being physical media, please? Like, I'm very old school when it comes to games. I like having the physical copy of the games because, was it the CEO of Ubisoft saying gamers should be comfortable not owning their games? I pay for it. I should fucking own it. Can we please get that back? I don't want to pay for the digital edition. I like the physical copy. That'd just be nice, because we haven't had that since 2020 with the Schumacher edition. Anyway, so those who pre-order the F125 Iconic Edition can experience post-launch gameplay chapters inspired by the film featuring the Apex GP F1 team. So in the reveal trailer, they actually have like the actual model, the car model. So the Apex GP car from the actual movie will actually look like it is in the game, because I thought it was just a skin, but then I actually had someone put a photo of them side by side on Twitter, and it's like, oh no, they actually made like a whole car model for this fictional F1 team. And also the Connor Sport car is the FOM 2025 chassis. So yeah. F1 25 edition players will also receive additional content, including 25 season liveries for use in F1 24 and up to 3 days of early access, which is quite. That's just been the standard for like the past 5 years, so that's fine. Popular game mode My Team receives its first significant overhaul, with players calling the shots as the owner of their F1 team. Thank you. This probably should have happened maybe last year as well. But they overhauled driver career, and that was a nice change of pace for those of you who played F1 24, such as myself, even though I didn't really play it for very long. So I'm very, very happy my team is finally getting its overhaul, because that is my favourite game mode in the F1 games. And it's been long overdue for an overhaul. It has, like I said, barring a couple tweaks that they made in F1 2021, nothing's changed in that game mode. Nothing's changed. So yeah, I'm very happy. There was a screenshot from the game of a new My Team facility, so we might be getting a few more facilities to upgrade, which would be nice, because you when you have a handle on My Team, you quickly know where to spend your money and become as optimized as possible. And then season 5, you've got all the money because in the world, because you've spent all of it with the maxed out facilities and max R&D upgrades. So that would be nice. Take on new responsibilities before getting behind the wheel as either of the team's drivers. So I'm wondering if that means there's going to be 2 options here. So you will have obviously your own character, which so you can drive as yourself in your own car alongside your teammate, or you are able to choose 2 of the like F2 and F1 drivers in the game. So that's going to be quite interesting. So I hopefully that means we have way more drivers in the driver market. I really, really hope we do. Because otherwise we're going to be very, very limited. So hopefully they have sort of like the F1 manager roster of drivers. That would be very nice to see. And also behind the wheel as either. So that means, well, that means you'll be able to pick which driver you control on a race weekend. So maybe just like you could help, you know, instead of driving as yourself, you could help your teammate out instead by driving as them. Since your own driver with F124 it has its own you have your own rating system as a playable character now. So I'm wondering if that they put it in there because of this. I'm guessing. So the higher your driver rating, the better they will do as an AI, while you take control of your own as your teammate. So that'd be quite interesting. So I think that's for one. That's actually what I'm quite curious about, because that's quite a big change. So either I am. God, they got to make it so that you can drive as yourself in your own car, because they've done that for the past 5 years. I think they'd be mad to get rid of that, because I don't know about you, I do like driving as myself and living on my dream as an F1 driver, I guess you could say. I can't believe I said that. So that is an interesting change, but again, wait till we see gameplay. I really am waiting till I see gameplay, because, like I said, if the AI is shit and the handling is shit, I'm not touching this game. On track. F125 continues to innovate through the power of its Ego engine, so they're still sticking with their in-house engine. But hopefully, because we don't have the problem of this game being cross-gen, they can fully take advantage of that engine now, and they can fully take advantage of the PS5 and the Xbox Series X/S power that it has, because that is long overdue. Enabling increased circuit authenticity made possible by LiDAR technology, several tracks and their surroundings are transformed with a more realistic look and feel. Again, this depends on what tracks they've done, because was it Spa got an overhaul last year, and I think Silverstone did as well. I swear there was something. Oh yeah, there was like Qatar, which basically just had a load of like trees put around it, and what's one else? Was it Saudi? I think got updated as well. So yeah, if they're gonna make the tracks look like they do in real life, that is a nice positive. And it looks like from another screenshot they had, Australia is getting a bit of a revamp as well. So it'll be nice to see what they do. And since they're doing the LiDAR technology, if they do with it for all the tracks, that'd be very, very good at some point. More details on the gameplay features and innovations will be revealed shortly through the F125 Deep Dive series. So look out for them if you are curious about how this game is going to be, like I am. I will be watching those deep dives, and I swear if none of them is about the handling and the AI, I'm sure I won't be the only one who's going to be really, really concerned about this game, because there's the one thing, but I know I'm harping on about it for like 3 times now in this video, but they are since I play my team, those are the 2 core mechanics of that game mode, is the handling of the cars and the AI. Because if the AI is crap like it was in F124, it's just going to be produce really boring racing. Handling model, yeah, sure, I like it. I just don't like how grippy it is. I just don't. And then we've got a quote from Lee Mather, so if you want to read it, it is there. As Formula 1 celebrates its 75th anniversary, players can compete alongside and against the biggest F1 driver lineup change in several years, including Hamilton's unprotested move to Ferrari. The 2025 season promises to deliver the most unpredictable and dramatic season, with new stars trying to make a name for themselves, established drivers challenging for podiums, or veterans hoping for a world championship on a new team. F1 25 allows players to recreate breathtaking moments through various single-player and new collaborative options. What they are, I don't know. Players who pre-order, who if you did not like F1 24, and you pre-order this game, what are you doing? I would seriously just consider holding off and we see actual gameplay first. The digital exclusive Iconic Edition should be physical as well. Edition will receive a multitude of perks linked to cover star Lewis Hamilton and the F1 film, alongside a selection of instantly available 2025 season liveries for use in F1 24 time trial mode and much more. US players who pre-order the Iconic Edition will also receive a 1-month subscription for F1 TV Pro Plus. That'd be nice if that was in the UK as well, but we can't because Sky Sports have the fucking death grip on this sport in the UK. That'd be nice. If they could release that, that'd be lovely. F1 25 Standard Edition comes with colours Oscar Piastri, Carlos Sainz, and Ollie Behrman. Interesting choices for drivers, I would say the least. Not that I like all three of those drivers, specifically Piastri and Sainz. Includes an F1 75 Celebration Pack, F1 World Starter Pack. Why is F1 World still here? But it doesn't look like they've touched that game mode, which is fine. If they could finally get rid of it, that'd be lovely, because that is taken away time and development, which they could be putting into other game modes that people actually fucking play. And 5,000 Bitcoin for players who pre-order. And then... F1 developed by Codemasters will be available May 30th on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. So, yeah, that is definite. It's been mentioned there twice. No last-gen consoles. So what do I think about F1 25? It looks promising, but I'm holding out judgment for this game. I will not... Again, I have said it. I will continue to say it. If this game has atrocious AI and has the same handling model as it did last year, I'm not touching this game. I am just not touching this game at all, because ever since EA took over, bought Codemasters, this F1 series has been going down the complete fucking drain. Like, F1 2021 was the last good F1 game, in my opinion. I mean, I like F1 2023. I do enjoy playing it. It is just the same as F1 2022, just with a better handling model. And then they took 5 million steps back with F1 24. It's just like they take one step back, take one step forward, and then they take 10 steps backwards. And this is the last... I do believe it's the last F1 game currently that EA have a license for. So this is why this game needs to be good, because if this game sales are just as bad as they were last year's game, F1, I do think F1 will pull a plug on EA and they will find someone else, which means we might not get an F1 game for 2026 and maybe even possibly 2027. So like similar with NASCAR, since Motorsport Games went under, and the last NASCAR game was NASCAR Rivals for the Switch, which I have. And then, they're only getting NASCAR's only getting a game now for 2025, and I'm more excited for a NASCAR game than I am for Formula 1, and I much prefer Formula 1 over NASCAR. But since I started getting into NASCAR, I've been really, really enjoying playing some of the older NASCAR games. And I'm much more excited for NASCAR 25 than I am for F1 25. So I think that should just say a lot. So I would say if you are thinking about buying this game, just proceed with caution, because if this is your first F1 game, and just wait for reviews, wait for just seeing some gameplay, maybe watch a couple of YouTube videos from the YouTubers who get the Iconic Edition, or usually they get it like a few days before the Iconic Edition releases as well. So I would proceed with caution with this game, but I am cautiously optimistic about this game. But like I said, for like the 6 billionth time now, I want to see the deep dive for handling, because if they don't, and then it's discovered it is the exact same as before, this game's going to be in a lot of trouble. There's the same thing with the AI. If the AI is crap, this game's in a lot of trouble. And yeah, like I said, EA could lose the license. So yeah, that's enough. That's enough about me waffling about F1 25 and my cautious optimism whilst completely slating the game at the same time. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, feel free to like it. Dislike it if you disliked it. And if you like this video, check out some of my other content. If you like my other content, make sure you make that subscribe button turn to grey. And I shall see you in the next video. Goodbye.